maybe 2 or 3 years, 90% of the world's knowledge will likely be generated by AI.
That's crazy.
I know, but it's just fine.
But it's just fine.
I know.
There's no way of sugarcoating it anymore. President Trump is solving the unaffordability crisis in America. This is validated by so many of the top CEOs. But one, the tippity top CEO in the entire world. And no, it's not Elon Musk, even though Elon Musk has already validated this. It's the CEO of NVIDIA, and he goes on Joe Rogan and he talks about how Trump is literally, if it wasn't for Trump, he solved the AI crisis, among many other things. So we're going to be taking a look at a lot because President Trump did drop some pretty big announcement in the Oval Office. And for those that missed it, there's some really good banter. There's some phenomenal questions by reporters and some very awesome comebacks and remarks by President Trump as rebuttals. So I do hope you stick around for the full thing because there's a lot of good information in this. There's a lot of funny stuff that happens. All I ask in return is for you guys to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It's absolutely free to do so. And without further ado, let's get right into it.
It just only makes sense that we have manufacturing in America, that especially critical technology like you're talking about. Like, it's kind of insane that we buy so much technology from other countries.
If the United States doesn't grow, we will have no prosperity. We can't invest in anything domestically or otherwise. We can't fix any of our problems. If we don't have energy growth, we can't have industrial growth. If we don't have industrial growth, we can't have job growth. It's as simple as that.
Right.
And the fact that he came into office and the first thing that he said was drill, baby, drill. His point is we need energy growth. Without energy growth, we can have no industrial growth. And it saved the AI industry.
Wow.
I got to tell you flat out, if not for his pro-growth energy policy, we would not be able to build factories for AI. We would not be able to build chip factories. We surely won't be able to build supercomputer factories. None of that stuff would be possible. And without all of that, construction jobs will be challenged, right? Electrician jobs. All of these jobs that are now flourishing would be challenged. And so I think he's got it right. We need energy growth. We want to reindustrialize the United States. We need to be back in manufacturing. Every successful person doesn't need to have a PhD. Every successful person doesn't have to have gone to Stanford or MIT. And I think that sensibility is spot on.
That is incredible and high praise from a very successful individual running the most successful company, at least with the highest market cap in the entire world that we've ever seen. A higher market cap by NVIDIA than the entire value of the country of Canada. That's kind of insane. So for him to get out there and say that President Trump is actually solving things, that should be taken quite seriously. And that's not the only clip that we have.
That's my point.
So currently that is a big bottleneck, right? Is energy.
Yeah, it is the bottleneck.
The bottleneck.
Yeah.
Is this so? Was it Google that is making nuclear power plants to operate one of its AI factories?
Oh, I haven't heard that, but I think in the next 6-7 years, I think you're going to see a whole bunch of small nuclear reactors.
And by small, like how big are you talking about?
Hundreds of megawatts. Yeah.
Okay. And that these will be local to whatever specific company they have?
That's right. We'll all be power generators.
Whoa.
Just like your, somebody's farm.
It probably is the smartest way to do it, right?
And it takes the burden off. Yeah, it takes the burden off the grid. It takes, and you could build as much as you need. And you can contribute back to the grid. That's my point.
So currently that is a big bottleneck, right? Is energy.
Yeah.
We are heading into a new world, and it is a little bit scary, and there are going to be some pretty drastic changes, but I do foresee that as well. There are these things called small modular reactors, and they're about the size of a shipping container. A little bigger, some a little smaller. And I can see those powering an entire city, just one of them. I mean, not massive cities like LA or New York, but smaller cities. And so we're going to have to wait and see how this does play out. But if anyone is going to be on top of this game, it's going to be the United States of America, especially with Trump leading the way. I mean, he is so bullish on all of these just awesome things.
Under the Trump administration, $70 billion are now being invested in the American auto industry. Ford has announced it will invest $5 billion across its Kentucky and Michigan plants. Is that a correct statement?
That's right.
That's a lot, $5 billion. You could do more. Creating at least 4,000 new jobs. Stellantis announced that it will invest $13 billion to expand its U.S.-based manufacturing by more than 50% and open new manufacturing facilities across the country. And I think a big part of that is also the tariffs. Because of tariffs, they're coming in, not only the automobile industry, AI, we're leading China in AI, we're leading everybody in AI, we're leading everybody in everything. We have the hottest country right now. I will tell you, a lot of political people behind me, great political people, very successful political people. We have the hottest country anywhere in the world. 1 year ago, we had a dead country. And now we have the hottest country anywhere in the world. And it started from November 5th, but it also started when we did the tariffs, and we've had tremendous support on the tariffs. It's bringing in trillions of dollars of wealth. It's bringing in national security. And I've stopped 8 wars, and of the 8 wars, 5 of them have been because of tariffs and trade. So they're very important. And General Motors plans to invest $4 billion as it brings its manufacturing back to the United States from Mexico.
Incredible. I mean, he's just poaching businesses from around the world, manufacturing from around the world, a lot of it from Canada. I can't admit that. And it's because people actually want to run their businesses in America. They want a small piece of the American dream. Can you blame them? Trump is making it so juicy for everybody. People want to actually be in America, whereas under Biden, that wasn't the case. People didn't want to be in America. America was going down the toilet. Now we're heading into the golden age.
Today, my administration has taken historic action to lower costs for American consumers, protect American auto jobs, and make buying a car much more affordable for countless American families and also safer. We're officially terminating Joe Biden's ridiculously burdensome, horrible, actually, CAFE standards that imposed expensive restrictions and all sorts of problems, gave all sorts of problems to automakers. And we're not only talking about here, we're talking about outside of our country, because nobody could do it. Nobody wanted to do it, and it was ridiculous, very expensive. It put tremendous upward pressure on car prices, combined with the insane electric vehicle mandate. Biden's burdensome regulations helped cause the price of cars to soar more than 25%, and in one case, they went up 18% in 1 year. Today, we're taking one more step to kill the Green New Scam. It's part of the greatest scam, probably, well, other than Russia, and a few others I could name. The greatest scam in American history, the Green New Scam, and it's a quest to end the gasoline-powered car. This is what they wanted to do, even though we have more gasoline than any other country by far. And people want the gasoline car. They want everything. They want electric. They want to have lots of alternatives. But
providing people with alternatives is the only path forward with no mandates. You can't mandate population to be able to only buy a certain type of vehicle when those prices are significantly higher than all the other options, right? It doesn't work. Canada is trying to do it and it's not working. People are getting upset, and the Liberal government in Canada is now having to reverse course on that because it's just been such a catastrophic disaster. And so reducing the cost of all vehicles and just letting the free market be the free market, letting people choose what kind of vehicles they want to drive based off of affordability or whatever their reasoning, that is truly the path forward in a free society. And Trump is showing that, hey, screw your climate agendas. We're going to do whatever the fuck we want to do. And that's what we love about him.
Tom Castriota, sir. I'm the chairman of National Automobile Dealers that represent 18,000 dealers in the country, along with 3,000 heavy-duty truck dealers. And what the actions that you've done as the president and your administration is definitely going to save our customers money. And you made your promises that let the consumer buy what they want, sir, and you delivered on that. And the other thing that you delivered was your promise in the big, beautiful bill, the tax deduction on loans that had gone away some years back. And now that makes it affordable for our buyers that can save money through that loan of the tax, anywhere from several hundred to several thousand. So again, sir, on behalf of all the dealers and our customers, we appreciate what you and your administrator have done, and of course our legislative support as well, Mr. President.
I love this. I love seeing all these hot shot CEOs and big dogs standing behind Trump in the Oval Office, stepping forward and thanking Trump for what he's doing. I like to see this. I mean, this is real. It shows that these people actually respect the president. They respect the process, and they're, the patriotism of being American or being a part of America, a company that creates jobs in America, is coming back. And that's what it's all about. And that's all thanks to President Trump.
The mayor of Minneapolis, Jacob Frey, is saying that he's actually proud to have the largest Somali community in the country, and his police chief.
Well, then he's a fool.
Well, his police chief is also
I
saying
wouldn't be proud to have the largest Somalian. Look at their nation. Look how bad their nation is. It's not even a nation. It's just people walking around killing each other. Look, these Somalians have taken billions of dollars out of our country. They've taken billions and billions of dollars. They have a representative, Ilhan Omar, who they say married her brother. That's a fraud. She tries to deny it now, but you can't really deny it because, it just happened. She shouldn't be allowed to be a congresswoman, and I'm sure people are looking at that. And she should be thrown the hell out of our country. And most of those people, they have destroyed Minnesota, okay? Minnesota, you have an incompetent governor. You have a crooked governor. He's crooked as hell, but he's incompetent. Walz he should be ashamed. That beautiful land, that beautiful state, it's a hellhole right now. And the Somalians should be out of here. They've destroyed our country. And all they do is complain, complain, complain. You have her. She's always talking about the Constitution provides me with... Go back to your own country and figure out your Constitution. All she does is complain about this country. Without this country, she would not be in very good shape. She probably wouldn't be alive right now. So Somalia is considered by many to be the worst country on earth. I don't know. I haven't been there. I won't be there anytime soon, I hope. But what the Somalian people have done to Minnesota is not even believable. It's not even believable. And a lot of it starts with the governor. A lot of it starts with Barack Hussein Obama, because that's when people started coming in. And you have to have people come in that are going to love our country, cherish our country. They want to kiss our country goodnight. They talk about our country. We want them to pray for our country. This is not the people living in Minnesota. And she's a disaster. She should not be, and her friends shouldn't be allowed. Frankly, they shouldn't even be allowed to be congresspeople, okay? They shouldn't even be allowed to be congresspeople because they don't represent the interests of our country.
That last piece is so important. You should only be in office if you actually represent the interests of the country that you are running in to its fullest capacity, to its maximum potential. And you have a lot of people in America right now that are in Congress, that are running in politics, that are not truly Americans. Their loyalties lie elsewhere. And that's a massive issue. We even see some of that bleed into Canada, and it's really bad. If America wants to avoid ever turning into the cesspool that Canada truly is, then America needs to stop allowing things that Canada allows it to become this progressive cesspool.
And more of knowledge in the world will be generated synthetically going forward. Until now, the knowledge that we have are knowledge that we generate and we propagate and we send to each other and we amplify it and we add to it and we modify it, we change it. In the future, in a couple of years, maybe 2 or 3 years, 90% of the world's knowledge will likely be generated by AI.
That's crazy.
I know, but it's just fine.
But it's just fine.
I know. And the reason for that is this. Let me tell you why.
Okay.
It's because what difference does it make to me that I am learning from a textbook that was generated by a bunch of people I didn't know, or written by a book that, from somebody I don't know, to knowledge generated by AI computers that are assimilating all of this and resynthesizing things. To me, I don't think there's a whole lot of difference. We still have to fact check it. We still have to make sure that it's, based on fundamental first principles, and we still have to do all of that just like we do today.
That's a scary thought. That's a very, very scary thought, because there is some validity to both sides of the argument. One, AI does certainly have its place. It is a phenomenal tool if used properly. But on the flip side of that, it's also very scary. And if not used properly, it can be used for a lot of harm, which is why you see certain AI chatbots, like to name a few, right? ChatGPT, Grok, Meta AI, like different versions of the chatbot. The fundamentals, as long as the programming, it depends who did the initial programming, but they have different results. And we know that Grok, made by Elon, is a little bit more base than what OpenAI offers, the ChatGPT, where it's a little bit more progressive. And so keeping that in mind, there are some good uses for AI, but there's also quite a few scary things with it. And I think that if America goes about this properly with President Trump, with the Trump administration right now, I think that they can navigate the waters appropriately, but it is a little bit of a scary thought to think about nonetheless. But that concludes the video, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, it'd be super awesome for you guys to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in another one. Bye for now.